Good evening. Welcome to the second part of functions, Python fundamentals with functions. All right. So like I said, we're going to remember our first program, and then we're going to create some functions for this, right? I'm going to show you how to create functions with this program and reduce the number of lines. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I am going to take first function I'm going to create is to ask the user for their name, right? And to do that, I'm going to start here. Let's call it define function. I'm going to say collect, or rather, let's say greet the user, right? I'm going to define a function called greet user. And then I am going to, as you can see, you start with a colon and then you see the indentation, just like we had with the ifs and the loops, there's an indentation there, right? So when we're in the indentation, we're in this function definition. When we're outside, that means we're now in the program, right? Okay, so let's go back there. So I want to greet the user. So how am I going to do that? I am just going to take this code here and then I'm going to shift it into the function there, right? And I'm going to, and then there, okay? So now I have a function called greet user. And what it says is it prints good day, and then it asks for the username. So now how am I going to do that? I'm not going to say greet the user, right? Let's say print, and then f string. I'm going to say, what am I going to say? I'm going to say good day and the username, right? So that's just to greet the user. And I'm going to put some exclamation marks. Okay. Now I can use this here and I can just say greet user, right? I can call that function. And then let me run this. I can say Python, and this is first program, the Py. Good day. What's your name? My name is John. And it says username is not defined. What's that? Username is not defined. Print username. That's interesting. Good day. Username is not defined. The name is not defined. Yes, great. So remember, username is trying to look for the username here, but we put it in the function here. Okay. So, but we can see that, okay, good day. What is your name? And I say, John, good day, John. And then I could say, um, where are you going today? Okay. Now that's just to greet the user. Now I could have a whole function for collect user data, collect trip information, right? Like say, where are you traveling to? And where are you traveling to? And what is the distance? And that, right? Okay. So what I want to do, it depends on you. I'm going to say, I'm going to ask the user, where are you traveling to in my greet? Good. Actually, let's just make it in one. Good day, John. Where are you traveling to? Okay. Now, or I could say, where are you traveling to? Right. And then I could say, enter distance. So here I could say, enter destination. All right. And then I could terminate and end it on a new line. And if we run this, we will still get some errors here or there. John, and it says, okay, good day, John. Where are you traveling to? And I entered my destination and I say I'm going to Cape Town. And it'll continue running along. Okay. But let's just stop it, right? So you see that. Now it says greet user, enter your destination, destination input, destination distance, budget, right? Now I could call this function, say define trip info, right? Now in here, I'm not see all these functions, I haven't passed anything, right? But let's just continue. I haven't passed anything as a parameter. So I'll just say, okay, ask for the destination and then that, okay, and print it there. And I will indent this to the right, that as well to the right, this to the right. And let me make sure that that's all good. Good. And then I'll push this to the right as well. And then let's just remove this to make it. All right, so now I have another function. It's called trip info. All right. So it's going to say destination. It's going to ask me for the destination. It's going to say, what is the distance to this destination? And I'm going to convert this destination. Right. And then you know what? I want to return this destination. Okay. And I want to return it as a variable. So I'll say return destination int. Okay. So now I'm going to call it in my function. So let's comment this. Let's say greet the user. All right, now collect trip information. We're gonna have another function. All right, so I'm gonna say collect with two L's, collect trip information, right? And then we're gonna say trip distance, right, is equals to trip info and that, right? And it returns an int because that's an int. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, so I'm gonna run it again. Let's see if it works. What's your name? My name is John. Right. Okay. Good day, John. Where are you traveling to? I'm traveling to Cape Town. What is the distance to Cape Town in kilometers? Right. It's still writing from my function. It's in here. Right. It's in the trip info. Right. And we're going up there. What is the distance to Cape Town in kilometers? What we see. It's asking me to enter a number, and I'll say it is 1,500. And then it's now continuing there. Right. So let's end this. Right. Let's end that and let's clear. Cool. So now we know that we have returned the trip destination and it's getting to this one. So now I want to know what the budget input, what is the budget, what's the economy, what's the car economy and car. And actually all of this could be in the trip information, to be honest. Okay, so I'll just take all of that and then cut and paste this here. And then I'll remove that return statement there. So let's just remove this and then paste this and then bring this back, same indentation. So, all right, so I've put all of this in trip info. So I'm going to calculate my distance and convert it to an integer. I'm going to ask about the budget, say budget int, okay, convert it to a budget, to an integer, and then cost trip. Okay, so I'm going to use the budget and the cost strip outside of here. And not to confuse us right now, not to confuse us right now, I will redo that. Okay, let's undo that. So I'll create one for, and so I'll create another function for the budget, right? I'm going to say define trip budget, right?